Hello all. Welcome to the stream. Hello to returning viewers, and hello if you're new. If you're new, welcome. Please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you're watching on replay, hello and welcome as well. So we're going to get straight into a cooking stream. I've been eating super healthy lately. So today I'm going to be cooking this rice pilaf. It's really good. And I've got some salmon already cut here and ready to be seasoned. So I'm going to do salmon, rice pilaf, and I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. But then also, if we have time, we also can make potato slices, like potato chips, and I have some vegetables here. I have onion, cauliflower, so I have also asparagus here. Look how pretty this is. So I have asparagus here. So we have a bunch of options that we can cook. The first thing I will get going is the rice, because as I've seen in so many of these streams, the rice or pasta or whatever it is, seriously takes forever to cook. I don't know what it is about pasta, but it just does not cook. So it says, in a medium saucepan, bring 1 3/4 cups water and 1 tablespoon olive oil or butter to a boil. So I always smell it to make sure I don't have soap, because I washed it before. I'm like, okay, no soap. So that's 1, and then 3/4, I guess, maybe there. Probably too much. Yeah, about that much. So I've got that in, water in. What's it say? It says 1 tablespoon olive oil or butter. I don't know, I'll put both, I guess. I tend to put both. I feel like it tastes better. I don't know. Whatever. So I've got some olive oil there. I have other olive oil, but I wanted to use a last bit on that one. I'll also put a drop of butter, because I feel like when the butter mixes into the pasta or whatever, I just feel like it tastes a lot better. I don't know why, it becomes creamier or something. I'm going to check on my connection. One second. Okay. So I just moved my phone. I moved my phone, and now it says 3 bars. Hopefully that'll make it better. For those of you who have seen my other streams, you know how frustrated I'm getting with the internet situation. It's I just need to figure out how to get better internet. I'm doing a lot of streaming and inside more, so it's let's go. So I'm gonna put this in. And then I'm just gonna stir it around a tiny drop. Let me kind of turn this so you can see what I'm doing more. I feel there was hardly any rice pilaf in here. That's really weird. I'm wondering if it will expand, if the rice expands, because that was super weird. Is there supposed to be more rice than this, or does it expand when water hits it? Wondering if I had like a defective rice pilaf. Okay, so I'll put this on this, trying to get it to a boil, and then I'll add in the seasoning. But like, I didn't feel like there was a huge amount of like rice that came out of this box, which is super weird. Like, wondering, was it like some weird defective box that didn't like have any product to it? That was a little strange. So now I guess we'll get started on seasoning the fish. I'll just wipe this off in case it tastes like soap. Off. Okay, so I have some salmon here. Fish. And another piece of salmon. Fish. Okay. It's a lot of fish. I'll cook it. I always put it back in the fridge. Okay, so this is paprika. So I'm just starting to season the fish. And I'm going to season the other side, or the other one. I've literally gotten so much more comfortable, like, touching, like, food. Like, I didn't like touching fish before, like, or particularly fish. But I don't know still how I would feel about shrimp. I don't like touching shrimp, like, especially if they have to be, like, peeled. I don't want to touch it. So this is like kind of what it looks like right now. It's just seasoning the paprika. I was using like a Louisiana seasoning I really like before. I've used it so many times, but haven't been able to find it, which is annoying. But these with these. So this is the fish so far. It's just like a paprika that's being massaged into the fish, and my hands are clean, by the way, so it's all good. And now I'm going to get the pepper. And I'm just going to season the pepper on top of the fish. Again, massage it into the fish. I'm trying this out where I'm massaging the sides of it too and not just seasoning the top part of the fish. Okay, so I've just got salt and pepper. So now I'm just going to close that up real quick. And I'm going to just wash off my hands because they touch, you know, the raw fish. So I'm washing my hands. And I'm also going to wash the bottles because I touched raw fish, you know, when I was working with these seasoning bottles. So I'm just washing them off. And try to be as sanitary as possible right now, especially with everything that's going on. Don't need anything extra, right? Okay, so I just washed my hands and washed off the seasoning. And now I have some salt here. So I'm going to get the salt and I'm just going to sprinkle some salt on top of the fish. I'm also going to take a drop of this salt in the pot here and see how our pasta is doing. I'm going to put some salt here. Close that back up. And now I'm going to close the salt before it spills. Put that over here. So now I'm just gonna start to stir the pasta and see how. So I have some butter in here too. It hasn't melted yet, which is strange. Yeah, I think they're expanding, but like still, like I feel like I feel like there was like, is this like defective pasta? I think it'll be okay. Like, I'm just not familiar with cooking that much of this because, like, the quinoa, when I put it in, like, I feel like it looks like there's more. Like, they give you more. I don't know. I'm going to put the seasoning in. I don't think I'm supposed to yet, but I'm going to put it in. Maybe it'll help. Seasoning has, like, a lot to it. Like, it's like, maybe that, like, thickens it up. So strange. Yeah, the seasoning, which is interesting, the seasoning comes with not only the seasoning, but these things as well, which is like part of it. Like, okay. So let me just stir that in. That way it's mixed properly. So, garbage is moving. Okay, so I've got that cooking, and I'm going to move this over here. There. What else do I got? Okay, so we have the fish. We have to start on the fish and cooking the fish. Okay, so we will get our olive oil. This is the olive oil I bought. Okay, so I'm going to put the olive oil into the pot here. Okay. I'm going to, again, cut some butter. And I'm going to get some salt to help with taste as well as the cooking, like, so it doesn't stick. And I'm going to cover back with the salt. Wash off my hand again. And now I'm going to go ahead and start to cook the fish. Okay, so it's kind of like that. So I found that it needs to be like really no higher than medium temperature. Otherwise, the fish really starts to burn. Okay, so I've got the fish. Because they're like bigger pieces, I'm going to have to cook them one at a time. So the fish number 1 is inside the pot. Okay. And pasta is cooking. So let me go check on the pasta and see how that is doing. Put this over here. We don't need that right now unless we go back to vegetables. Soda break. Yeah, the seasoning had a huge amount of like what was being added to it. Like I don't even know what that is. Peanuts, I guess. I don't know. So like that's like added some density to it, if that makes sense. Like, but still, I didn't think there was like a huge amount of seasoning. I don't know. So that's cooking. That's cooking. I guess. Oh, I have also this piece of fish, but I need to put this on the side because, yeah. So I'm just going to wipe off this plate here, so I can use it for some vegetables or whatever we do. Just wipe off this counter here. And I think, should we cut vegetables? What should we do? I think potato is going to be too much, but we can make some vegetables. So let's get the asparagus out. Okay. Asparagus is being weird. It's probably enough. Okay, so now I'm going to close up the rest of the asparagus. Okay, so I just wash these off because I think they're obviously wet, so just wash them off again. And I'm going to cut them probably like up to there is good. So I don't really eat the ends. I don't think anyone does. So this is what I have now. Okay, so they're like about that length. So let's check on the fish, how that's doing. Fish is cooking. So now I'm gonna just like switch over to the rice and stir that a bit. So I'm just gonna close that back up. That is cooking. And then let me just quickly season the asparagus. I'm gonna put again a little bit of paprika. Close that up. And some pepper. And some salt. So now we're gonna go ahead and see how this is doing. So now I'm going to check on how the pasta is doing. It's steaming a little bit. Awesome. Okay, so did I do salt yet? Yeah, I put salt on there. So I'm just gonna move. So this is what the asparagus look like right now. They've been seasoned with paprika, pepper, salt. And I'm also going to, this is cauliflower. I'm just gonna start to break off a few pieces. I've gone from not wanting to turn on the stove to having two stove things on at the same time. Put the rest away. So let's check on how the fish is doing. That. Okay, so let's check on the pasta. So let's check on the pasta. Let me see how the internet's doing. 1 second. Okay, so we still have 3 bars. That's good. Soda break. So let's switch back over to the pasta, not pasta, rice, and see how that is doing. That is still cooking. So let's check on the fish. I need something to cook the fish in. What do I need to do? I need to transfer these vegetables into here real quick. So that way I can use the plate. I think it's probably done. Get this. So that's the first fish, but now I need to go ahead and get gonna go ahead and put the next one in. Let's see if I have goggles to wear. Let me get goggles. 1 second. Like fish cooking always freaks me out. I got my goggles. I actually have these for the grocery store to wear under a face shield if there's like a lot of people. But don't know, something about like cooking fish kind of scares me. There's a lot of oil. Scientist time. So that's cooking. So let's switch back over to, especially cinnamon before I like flip it. I did that once. Let's go back over to the pasta and check that out. May have put too much water in the rice, but I want to give it a little bit more time. Like it's like the balance between wanting it to absorb a little bit more water, but I don't want it to burn either. So soda break. Now this over here, and what I really need to do is wash off this where the fish was, so that way once again I can use the plates. Since this had raw fish on it, I'm just going to wash this off. So hopefully that's, washed off well enough. I'm making sure it doesn't smell. Yeah, it doesn't smell like soap, so that's good. Okay, so now spatula. How? Why is it that I don't have this problem with cooking chicken? Like, why is cooking fish so much more difficult? Okay, my hair's getting in the way. So I have some vegetables there. And I'm thinking I should cook this too. I don't think I'm going to do onion. I think I'm going to just wash off the rest of this. Just going to add some more spice to this. I think I go a little heavier on the spices, just like I feel like I'm eating healthier, so therefore I can have spice. I'll let that cook like another minute or two and then flip it. I need to rinse this off. So let's check on the pasta. It may be done now. So that's done. So now I want to see about how I'm going to get the pasta out. Start to transfer the pasta out. This. That actually gives it a little bit more time to cook, like because it takes a little bit to get it out of here. Like in reality, it's still cooking, you know. Hot, it's hot. So yeah, it did expand. It expanded so much, but like it was funny because it went when I took out the grain and put it in from the box. Like it didn't look like there was enough. I have no room, literally putting it over there. Stay. And my rice balancing on top of coffee. Let me just make sure this needs to be flipped. I think that needs like another 2 minutes. Let me just check what the internet is doing. How do I do this? I'm guessing the fish is done. Let me get that out. So I got the fish. Let me check the internet again. Hold on. So I need to wash off the spatula. Just want to wash it off a little bit more because it did touch fish. I have a feeling I'm going to drop all the rice on the floor, so I need to move this. I have it balancing on coffee, like a coffee container, which is probably like a really bad idea. So this is the rice. That's a lot of rice. A lot of rice. Okay, so I mean the pot is hot still, but I still need to use it for the vegetables. So I'm just gonna like put oil on it, I guess I'll just put. There's already butter like in it, so I'm just gonna put. I got most of the rice out, so I'm just gonna, I guess, add the oil. Is that too much? Let's try it. Okay. Butter. Put there like that. Wash off my hands again. So now I will just bring the butter around. Okay, so let's put a little salt into the pan. Close this up too. Okay, so now let's go ahead and just start to put some of these vegetables back in or into the pan that we were using for the rice. So I put those vegetables in. And I guess we'll just turn it off. So I'm going to try the rice pilaf while we're waiting. It's really good. So it tastes even better when you add butter. You don't have to, but it tastes good when you add butter. Just kind of trying to spread out the asparagus so it will actually cook. Probably should have broken these cauliflower into smaller pieces, but it's okay. Soda time. What's this? Oh, from the asparagus. Asparagus had like a tag. Went down the wrong way. I'm okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna check on the fish and see how it is. The fish is also good, all cooked. I just like want to try to get rid of some of this like fish juice. I'm gonna probably transfer it into here. I really need to get more organized with my dishes, like seriously. I have a lot of dishes too, and I just don't use them. I have dishes over there. I have dishes in these cabinets. I just don't use them. So I'm going to try to transfer the salmon into here. So we've got the salmon cooked in here, all seasoned. And then we've got the rice pilaf there. I almost dropped it because I was like having it balance on the coffee maker thingy, coffee container, like a spaceship, which is not the best because I have a habit of thinking I can balance things and then everything falls on the floor. It just burped. It's okay. We all burp. Okay, so now I'm wondering if I should let the vegetables cook more or I should just let them be crunchy. I don't need these on anymore, but I like them. So I just let the vegetables cook for like another, I don't know how much longer I should let them cook for. Another minute or so. Hello, Dolores. How are you? How is your day going? So we cooked rice pilaf, salmon, and some vegetables. We have cauliflower and asparagus. Just give it another minute or so. I don't know how long. I don't really mind when they're a little crunchy. Like I don't want them to be soggy. I can season them a little bit more. Why not? Oh, my hair is looking wonderful. I haven't washed my hair in a few days. I really need to do that. So I'll let that cook for like another minute or so. My day is good. Well, how is your day so far? Pretty good, Dolores. I'm glad it's going well. I just cooked some salmon and I cooked rice pilaf. I don't know if you've had rice pilaf before, but it looks like this. What's funny is when it came out of the box, the grain itself didn't look like it was that much. Like I actually thought at first like they hadn't given me enough. And then when I added the seasoning in and I cooked it, it like inflated. Like it became so much. But seriously, when it came out of the box, I didn't think there was enough. So I cooked salmon, the rice pilaf, and now I'm cooking some asparagus. Needs another minute or so. So I'm cooking some asparagus, cauliflower. I would have cooked some garlic in it too, but it's in my fridge and my phone wire is like going behind the fridge, so I don't want to like open the door. But yeah, everything's good. I'm hoping things get back to normal soon. Have you been outside today? I was outside. I've been getting more so into like meditation, like going out with like positivity music, like when you just search into YouTube, like positivity music to like help with, your vibration and everything. So I've been like getting into that type of stuff. So I was listening to that music outside, and meditating a little bit and starting to do some yoga and out getting some natural sun. I've been, before the pandemic, I went to a gym, like a regular gym, but because of the pandemic, I haven't been in a gym, and that's probably the last thing I'll go back to, honestly. I'm lucky enough that I live somewhere where it's warm, and you have a lot of people that opt for only working out outside. You know, they take walks in the sun. That if you have somewhere where it's warm, take a walk outside and not, go in a gym on a treadmill. I mean, a gym has like equipment, like the machines and everything. But I never used much of that anyhow. So as long as it's warm outside and I have like a yoga mat, I can do everything that I would have done in a gym if I can just like get myself to do it, basically. So I was outside, and I'm just kind of like trying to force myself more to go outside. I think so much of it is like you get into like a rut, if that makes sense, like a rut, and you don't want to like do anything or like go out. So like in Florida, especially, Florida is like probably one of the best places you can be right now as far as the pandemic goes, just because like you see what's happening in the UK right now. It's crazy. It's like they've like locked them down, and like they're not like allowed to like go out. But like then you come to Florida, and South Florida is still dealing with a curfew, but like you look up at Orlando, and like people are like partying down in Disney World, and they're partying down in Disney Springs out. So it's like, I mean, as far as like if you're willing yourself to go out, or like at least you have the option to, like, this is the best place you can be mentally. Even though I'm not going out, this is how like I refer to it. Even though I'm not personally going out, I like to know that I can go out, if that makes sense. Like I want to know like I can go out and like do what's comfortable for you. And so I've been out. Yeah, that's the long way of saying it. I've been out as far as like doing yoga outside. I haven't like ate out at a restaurant or anything like that. Like, let me just wash off this bowl. That's where I'm going to put the vegetables. But I haven't eaten out at a restaurant. I like got like some food to go, but that was about it. Went to the mall once, like a month ago, like 2 months ago or something like that. Went to the mall once, and it was chaotic. So it was like, I'm not doing that again. And I can only imagine now, like the holidays, it's probably like more people, and I don't know. I just hope things get better, As far as like being hopeful that things get better, that there's a vaccine, and supposedly like normal people will be able to get it by February. Like if you're not like in a certain group or category, like just the average person will be able to get it by February. I think that's what they're saying. But now this freaky UK strain is just kind of scary to think about. Like everyone's like, there was like this joke I saw on the internet. It was like a meme on TikTok or something like that. They were like, 2020 wouldn't be 21 without getting an upgrade to COVID-20. So I think people are trying to put some humor into the situation, But I'm hoping that they're just scared for nothing. That's what you hope for. In other words, that this new mutation is no big deal, and it'll respond to the vaccine, is what everyone's hoping. So that, and I'm not really going out anyhow, so I'm all good. Put my finger on the pot. Touch it. I just got the vegetables out. So that's cauliflower and asparagus seasoned with paprika, pepper, and salt. And then we have the rice pilaf and the salmon, but I want to get this off of this hot burner so I can pull down and put it kind of there. Okay, so then I always like to make sure everything is off because I was using so many. So we got the vegetables, we got rice pilaf and salmon. So off. That's kind of stuck. Let me just wash off this plate real quick. I'm just washing off this plate real quick so I have a nice plate to work with. Put the seasoning over here. Okay, so we need salmon, healthy vegetables, and healthy rice pilaf, which I'm probably not pronouncing correctly, but that's okay. I was gonna make potato slices, but I think it would have been too much because, like, I don't know, it's like a heavy meal. You know what I mean? So, like, even this will have a huge amount of leftovers. But I want to thank you all so much for being here. If you are a returning subscriber, hello. If you're new and you watch during replay, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe. And if you subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss all the random times that I come on. I do cooking streams, art streams, vlogs, fashion blogs, a little bit of everything. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you soon in my next video, and bye!